Good morning. It's Adam here at the Rogue Valley Family YMCA. Coming at you live, YouTube class, probably for the last time for now, right? As long as there's no other kind of closures or anything, we're gonna move to a live class starting next week, March 1st. We'll be back in the gym, working out together, okay? So we won't be doing these live classes anymore, barring, whatever further fun stuff happens. So we've got a good workout plan. You need one heavy dumbbell is what I'm going to need. Trying to hit it hard this morning, I guess. We're going to keep the pace up and the intensity level pretty high. Some like big full body complex movements and everything is part of our workout. So 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And I'll go through that when the workout actually begins. Let's get warmed up for our last YouTube workout. This needs to come down. Not that much. Should be okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and reach both hands up towards the ceiling. Stretch. Trying to lengthen that torso, and then left hand reaches towards my left knee, right hand reaches over to the side. And we're just going side to side, side to side. Good job. 2-3 times, just kind of trying to open up your torso a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a nice swing going with our shoulders here. Kind of mimicking one of our movements that we're going to do. We're going to do the dumbbell swing later in our first round. So nice and loose with your shoulders. Throwing your hands down towards the floor and scooping them back up. Finding the outside of that range of motion. Nice job. All right, to chest and shoulders up, still loose in your shoulders. We're going to turn side to side, find a little bit of a twist in your low back. Abs are engaged. All right, come up on the toe. Turn. I would slow down just a little bit. But I'm trying to turn into my hip a little bit more and even over your toe on that trailing leg. Well, that's a nice little ankle stretch. Nice job. All righty, let's go ahead and plant that left foot. Right knee is coming up. And make some nice big circles with that hip. We're going to do 5 hip circles actually, and then kick forward and heel up in the back 10 times. Nice job. All right, plant that leg that was swinging. You're going to do 5 circles with the other hip. So you have 5 circles, 10 swings. Feel that planted foot connect to the floor. Trying to keep your balance. But it's also warming up that lower leg, ankle and everything. All right, step your feet out nice and wide, wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to drop down into like a sumo squat. I'm going to straighten my right leg, hands move to my left, and then other direction. Just trying to get your muscles active from different angles. Nice job. All right, reach down, touch the floor with your hands. You're gonna walk your hands across from one foot to the other. Hips are staying down low. Nice job. You can sink down into that inner thigh just a little bit there. Good job. And from here, we're coming to all fours. Hands are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck those toes under. Drive into your toes. You're going to lift your knees just a couple inches off the floor. Back stays nice and flat. We're going to do shoulder tap and knee tap. Trying to keep the rest of your body still as you're going through the taps. Ready? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. And step your feet back to a good plank position. That feels good. I like a regular plank better than that bent knee plank, but they're both good moves. All right, so hands are still underneath your shoulders. You're gonna step left foot close to your left hand, open up. Really try and open that chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and switch to the other side. Let's do that 2 more times per side. Switch. Not rushing through these, finding nice stability. Nice job. All right, back to plank position. Push your hips back up towards the ceiling. Nice strong shoulders connected to the floor. And pedal out those heels. So I'm bending my left knee. Right knee is straight, reaching that right heel towards the floor. And switch. Right knee bent, left knee straight. Heel down, heel up. And switch, 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 switch. Nice job. Shift back to a plank. I'm going to widen my feet out a bit. Walk my hands back. Sit down deep in this like frog position squat. Try and walk your feet a little closer together and keep your heels in contact with the floor. Nice job. All right, hands touch the floor. Driving into your heels. Straighten out your legs. Hips coming up towards the ceiling. And then roll you back up. Nice job. All right, let's try and raise that heart rate just a bit. If you're not already, just from going through those planks. So go ahead and find a little bit of a march or a jog in place, or my favorite, is light on the balls of your feet, invisible jump rope. Still trying to be nice and loosen your shoulders. All right, bring those knees up a little bit more. Nice job. Butt kickers, heels coming up. Into a jump jack. All right, step out, squat jack. Last few seconds of the warm up here. Nice job. All right, so make sure you got a nice clear space around you. We won't be doing too much like side to side, but we're doing lunges and stuff, so you want to have a bit of space to move around. Like I said before, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds break, recovery. So you really got to focus on taking a deep breath, settling back in, getting ready for that next set. We're going to do 3 sets of 3. So it'll be almost 9 minutes of work with a little extended break after that. Okie dokie. So our first 3 moves that we're going to do, I'm going to find my nice heavy dumbbell. We're going to do a 2-handed dumbbell swing and step. So turn to the side so you can kind of see my hips hinge backwards, but my back is staying flat. As I pop my hips forward, that swings the dumbbell up. Okay. It looks like a shoulder raise, and my shoulders are definitely there, kind of supporting the movement, but for the most part, your arms are just a pendulum, like the cord on the pendulum. With the weight, ideally, the motion is mostly generated from this snapping of your hips forward, okay? And the step in there just adds just a little bit of instability where you have to connect to the floor each time. So focus on getting that swing movement down, and then you can add this step if you like. So 45 seconds of that, 15 seconds in between. We're going to do 2x2 sumo snatch. This is one of my favorites, just because I feel like I can push the pace pretty good. Big compound movement going on. So feet wider than shoulder width, stance, knees and toes pointed out, chest and shoulders up. You drop your hips down. Depending on your hip mobility, that might not be super deep, but you're going to drop those hips down. As I drive in to my heels and move back up to that standing position, I'm going to use that momentum created to pull the dumbbell up overhead, trying to get your hand straight above your shoulder and then back down. We're going to do 2 on one side, put the weight down, switch hands. Make sure to lean back in your heels a little bit as you grab that weight. Don't just snatch it up from here. That's going to raise your hips up and move into your lower back a bit more, okay? So driving up from your heels, keeping the weight close to your body as you pull it up. 1, 2, and put it down, okay? 2x2. And then our last movement, this whole set is going to be fun. Just brutal, right? Lunge pass through. I like a rear lunge. I'm going to step backwards. The hand that's holding the weight, that same foot, is going to step back so I can pass inside to outside, step it up. Right. Weight is on this side, so my left leg steps back, inside to outside. So because of the handle of the dumbbell, if you're like me, you're going to have to hinge over just a little bit, trying to keep my chest and shoulders as upright as possible. So sink down into that lunge to find that range of motion before you hinge. Okay? Some little nuances to engage the right muscles that we're going for, okay? I'm not going to have any music playing in my background. I've got my headphones on, so I hope there's something that you can put on. I will try and signal the stop and go for each round. I'll have the timer up on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. Otherwise, I will be doing the countdown and the go and stop and everything, okay? So let's go ahead and get ready, starting with that dumbbell swing and step. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Swing, step, swing, step. So your back is staying nice and flat. It's like you're hiking the weight behind your legs. But your hands are still holding on and your hips, throw that weight back up. Nice job. 15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1. Time. 15-second break. Sumo snatch is coming up. Ready? 5, 4. Nice wide stance. We're going snatch it up. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Nice job. Bend those knees. You're sinking your hips down low. Still trying to keep chest and shoulders as up as possible. Throw the weight close to your body and back down. 10 seconds. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Time. 15 seconds. Nice job. Told you this is a lot. Lunge pass through. Same hand that holds the weight. Step it back, go. Step it back, pass through. Reset back knee close to the ground. 20 seconds. Nice full range of motion lunge is what you're going for. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Just make sure, trying to keep your chest and shoulders up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Round 1 is done. Shake it out. You got 2 more just like that. Dumbbell swing step. 45 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Throw that weight back. Snatch it up. Not snatch. Swing. Swing. Once you get that swing down, you can add that little step to the middle. Twelve seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good job. 15-second break. Sumo snatch coming up. Two on one side, 2 on the other. Ready? 1, 2. Remember, keep your weight in your heels. Protect your low back. Chest and shoulders up. 1, 2. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Lunge pass through. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Sorry, I didn't say go. You got 35 seconds. Shh. I know you can't hear that bell. I'm just having so much fun. Trying to perform each movement as best you can for that 45 seconds. Slow it down if you need to. 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. 2 rounds done. 1 more to go. Last set of step swings. In 3, 2, 1, go. Get that swing down, and then you can add that side-to-side step. It's almost just a toe touch. But make sure as you step out, get your feet reconnected to the floor. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Down with those. Shake it out. Sumo snatch, 2 by 2. Final set. 1, 2, switch, go. Sorry. You got 30 seconds left. 20 seconds. Trying to get as many as you can. Pushing that pace. 10 seconds. But try and keep your form. 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Lunge, pass through. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Especially on these, like lots of little steps. Slow it down. Make sure your foot is stable behind you. $20. Nice. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. At the horn. Shake it out. Grab a little bit of a drink. A little extended break here. And we'll get into our demonstration for round 2. Nice job. Oop. How's it going? Focusing on those recoveries in between, right? All right. So our first move of our second round. If you were feeling like your low back is being challenged on those swings, that's kind of the idea. This one also has a bit of a hinge low back element. So really make sure, support your low back with your legs, with your glutes, with your hips. We're gonna find this 90-degree or right in front of your chest. Hold for your dumbbell. I'm gonna hinge my hips back, keeping my elbows pulled back nice and flat back. From here, I'm gonna extend my arms, keeping my shoulders packed down, not scrunched up, not rounded over your back. You're gonna extend, row, knee raise on one side. Hinge, row. So keeping the weight up by your chest, hinge over, out and back, knee raise. You can break it down into little pieces. You're gonna feel this in your biceps and protect your low back, okay? Second move, I need a cushion for. I'm gonna find a single arm rack position. When the weight is on my right side, my right knee is the first one that's going to step back to the floor, and my left. Once I'm on both knees, I'm gonna switch the weight to the other side. So you're switching at the bottom of this kind of I surrender like movement from here. Let's see. Yeah, so the weight, the side that has the weight is gonna step forward first too. So step forward, forward, and press at the top, back down. That left leg steps back. Switch, right? That makes sense. So you can keep the weight racked as you're stepping forward, or if you wanted to add a little bit more of a shoulder challenge, you could press at the bottom, step forward, step back, come down, switch, right? Okay, and finally our third movement, we're coming back up to a standing position. I'm gonna find my dumbbell behind my head. Elbows are squeezed in towards my ears. I'm gonna take a nice tall chest forward stance with my elbows. I'm gonna squat 1, 2 with the weight behind my head, and then press 1, 2, tricep extension. Squat, squat, extend, extend. All right, so we got biceps, we got triceps, we got shoulders, and your legs are active that whole time. So 45 seconds each, 3 rounds. Let's do it. You recover now after that first round. Boom. So weight is right in front of your chest. Pull those elbows back, shoulders down, hinge over, row, pull it up. My left knee is gonna come up when I stand, and that knee comes down. That's just adding a little bit, hinge, row. If you wanted to keep your knee down, you definitely could just turn it into this hip hinge. So you're leaning over, row at the bottom, hinge it up. Nice job. Woo! Biceps are cooking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job. All right, find that spot where you can step back. I'm going to have my arms up here. So the weight is in my right hand. My right knee is going to step back, back. Switch hands on your knees. I'm going to press at the bottom. Left hand is up, left foot steps forward and back. Now my left foot steps back, down, switch at the bottom. Trying to keep your shoulders flat to the ground. Switch at the bottom, 15 seconds. 5, 2. Nice job. All right, back to standing squat tricep extension. So feet about shoulder width apart. Connect to the ground with your heels. Weights behind your head. You're gonna squat, drive into your heels. Squat, extend, extend. Squat, 2, extend, 2. Nice job, 23 seconds. 10 seconds. Keep those elbows squeezed in towards your ears. Keep that work in your triceps. 3, 2, 1. Woo! There's that first round done. How do we like those? That was tough, right? Row hinge. So, holding that row. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lean it over. Extend. Pull it back. Knee up. So it's like a 5-step movement. Hinge is 1. Extend, 2. Pull it up. 3. 4 is knee up. 5 is step down. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh my. Alrighty, so that step back to your knees. I'm gonna keep my hand down this time. So left hand is at rack position. Step back with my left knee, right knee, switch. Right knee comes forward, press at the top, down, right knee comes back. Switch, step forward, press at the top, step it back. Nice job, 25 seconds. Remember to switch knees that you're stepping up with and back with, depending on what side the weight you're on. Press at the top, pull it back in. Or you can do the press at the bottom. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Nice deep breath. Focus on that recovery. Squat tricep extensions. So weights behind your head. Nice wide stance with your feet. Squat back, you're pressing into your heels. 1, heels, tricep. 1, 2. Squat. 2, tricep. 2. So I'm noticing my shoulder blades are squeezing together to try and stabilize. Keep my torso upright as my hips are sitting back. Lots going on here. Slow it down. Don't rush through. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Final round. Round 3. Recover. Make it your best one. Last chance you get to do the row, hold, hinge with the knee raise. It's complex. That's all right. Weight in front of your chest. Hinge over, nice flat back. Down, up. I've got a soft bend in my knees. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, step back to your knees. I surrender. If getting down all the way on your knees feels like a lot, you can just step back in a lunge. Switch at the bottom. I'm going to press up at the bottom and step up. Since it's the last set. Nice, smooth on that transition. "15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Squat tricep extension. Last time. Coming up. Weights behind your head. 3, 2, 1. Drive in your heels. 1, 2. Tricep extend. Squeeze those elbows in towards your ears. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job. Woo. Shake it out. Grab a drink. We've got one more round coming up. Move it down to the floor. Yeah, so our last 3 moves are going to be way more core centric. Couple planks in there, so make sure your wrists are nice and loose. So, you will need your weight for a couple of them. First, let's see, you're going to find a good plank position. Weight's going to be centered pretty much right underneath your chest. So, got my feet about shoulder width apart, hands underneath my shoulders as well. The exercise is a grasshopper with a row. So the grasshopper looks like I'm going to step my left foot underneath my right hip, so it's kicking through. At the same time, my opposite hand, my left foot is kicking, my right hand is grabbing the dumbbell, and I'm going to row 1, 2. So you row up to your torso on the first one. So I step through it. This is my stable position here, stable, unstable, right? Row once, and then switch to the other side. Step through with the other foot, grab the weight, row it up to your chest, and then up overhead. So obviously, there's a lot going on here. That's like a pretty complex movement. Regress, definitely if you need to. Taking away the grasshopper, that step through, will put a lot less pressure on your low back, not so much rotation. You could row and snatch through from here. Really focus on keeping the weight in kind of a direct line with your shoulder as you're coming back down to the ground. Lightweight would be good on this one. What else? You could take away that airplane and just do row, 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 row. You could keep that grasshopper too, right? Last option here is just row, row, switch hands, step through. row, row. Okay. This puts a little bit more pressure on your obliques to support that low back. Second movement, you get to lay down. We're gonna have weight in our hands. We know this, we love this. Dead bug is hands and feet separate, get close to the floor, but not touch the floor, and come back together. And the key on this one is pressing your low back into the floor and trying to stop your rib cage and your hips from separating. You're fighting against that separation with your core, bringing it back together. 45 seconds of that is going to be tough. Take it nice and slow. And our last movement of the day, we actually aren't going to use our dumbbell. I'm going to find an elbow plank position. So find that nice flat plank, and from here, I'm going to create some instability by trying to bring my left knee as close to my left elbow as I can in this like spider crawl mountain climber. So right knee comes up to right elbow. You can speed those up, slow those down as you see fit. I actually think the slow down version of that is a lot harder. So, find your level of work. Get ready to push that one last time. Starting with that grasshopper row airplane. Last 9 minutes of hard work here. 10 seconds. Get ready. So weight is right under your chest in that plank position. I'm going to step my right foot through, grab the weight with my left hand, row it up to my chest. Nice work. Finding that stabilizers. 12 seconds. How many are you going to get per side? I'm on 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Sorry, not switch, time. Dead bug is our next move, 10 seconds. We squished that grasshopper, and now he's a dead bug. There's a lot of shoulder control going on in your chest, even in your back. Slow and controlled. You can drop one leg at a time. You could do this with no weights for 45 seconds. All right. Keep that low back pressed into the mat, 10 seconds. Peace. Time. Nice job. So low plank position on your elbows will be right underneath your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Knee to elbow, knee to armpit. Armpit. I'm trying to keep my hips and my chest square to the floor as I'm reaching up. So there's a lot of oblique contraction going on to stabilize as your knees are moving. Control that breathing. 6, 5, 4. Oh man. Time. Nice job. So feeling some fatigue in that core. So definitely don't be afraid to modify, right? Fatigue is when we have to take extra care to stabilize, not rush through the movements. Instinct, at least my instinct says, go faster to get through it when you're tired. So I have to fight against my instincts and slow it down. Step through grasshopper, row, throw it up. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice job. Dead bug. Quick little recovery. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs are up. Separate. You can add a little bit of a crunch if you wanted to. Add to the dead bug. Bring your upper abs into it a little bit more. My lower abs feel like they're doing a lot of the work right now. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Whoa. Low plank position, spider knees. You can do this from your knees as well. Just make sure you're trying to get your hips close to the floor without letting your low back sag. You can definitely still work this from your knees. I'm trying to maintain my toes for now. Touching that toe down while forward is also kind of a modification that takes some of the pressure off that squeeze, the top of the squeeze. But we're trying to see how much pressure we can handle, right? 3, 2, 1. I hope your abs are as tired as mine. One last set. 3, 2, good plank, grasshopper, row, pull it all the way through. Nice job. Row. Ah. 20 seconds. Almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1. Final dead bug. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that low back into the mat. Arms up, feet up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Last 45 seconds. Let's go. Low plank position. Elbows under your shoulders. Squeeze that knee towards your elbow. And switch. Last bit of hard work here. Pull that belly button towards your spine. Control your breathing. Oh, 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo! Nice job. I like to sit it back, stretch those shoulders into your back just a little bit, and then rock your hips forward, stretch those abs. Oh my. Look up, look down, look up, look back down, and shift it back. Oh my. Awesome work, everybody. Thank you for continuing to come back here to work out with me, bust some stress, and I hope to see you in person next week, Monday, March 1st, 8:30, same time. I'll be in the gym. And we'll have lots more equipment to play with, so maybe a little bit more variety than dumbbells and body weight. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. See you around, I hope. Always come back, check this channel. I hope you enjoyed working out with me. Bye.